Hello, everyone, and thank you for joining the live stream. I know it seems a little bit short notice, but I will try my best. So basically, today I've got some news for you, the latest news in regarding the Series 23 update for Forza Horizon 4. As you may know, today would have been the day that we would receive 23, or it would have gone live today. And obviously there has been some issues regarding that. Forza on their support page on the Twitter basically turned around and noticed that there had been an issue which they had been rectifying. Now, this is a little update to that because Forza support on Twitter have sent two tweets, basically sort of regarding one statement, essentially. Basically, just sort of going on a bit more about the Series 23. So I'm just going to read that out to you guys so you know what's going to be happening, and I'll try my best to explain what that relates to. So they tweeted, and this is Forza support, so it's not the official Forza Horizon channel. It wasn't Playground Games. This is their official support page. As we were finishing up the Series 23 update, we discovered an issue that has prevented us from releasing on time. This means that when the season changes today, the game will not have the content we had hoped to bring you and will instead revert to a backup version of Summer. We apologize for this and are working tirelessly to get this issue resolved and deliver the update that we know you're also keen to play. So that is, in a nutshell, what Forza support on Twitter had tweeted out to basically try and give us an update in regards to where the Series 23 will be. Now, going off that update, it basically means that from today, I presume if you live in the UK like I do, it'd be around 2:30. Spring will finish. So anyone who hasn't got the Peugeot 205 Rally or the Nissan Pulsar, you essentially need to do it now. You know, you need to try and grind and get that car ASAP because pretty much as from 2:30, spring season is finished. It will be over and it will revert back over to summer. Now, obviously, we won't be getting the cars that we hope to get in Series 23 because of the issues they've had, hence why they're delaying the update. But it will sort of carry on as normal. So we will get summer, which will then go into autumn, which will then go into winter, which will then go into spring. They haven't said what we'll get, like in terms of rewards for any events that you do. So any of the season championships or the Playground Games season event, like they haven't divulged into what will be happening in regards to that. They haven't said what rewards will be put in place. I will presume it will be something in regards to like credits, or if Forza being Forza, the chances are they'll just add in some wheel spins as rewards. Who knows? But that is all we've got from Forza themselves directly by their support Twitter page. So that is essentially an answer. So I'll just look at some of the comments here. So Isaac's just commented, they go, we are having a backup playlist. So yeah, effectively, that is the case. There will be a backup playlist. As I said, like it'll probably essentially just be credits that you'll get. Again, I haven't said how many credits you'll get for the sort of backup playlist. But as I said, that is essentially what will happen. You'll get credits and you'll get wheel spins effectively. Whether some of them will be super wheel spins, who knows? But yeah, so that is essentially what's going on. Who the hell is in the background? Oh, if you are seeing someone obviously walking in the background, don't worry, that is my wife. She's obviously whacking because obviously that doorway there leads into the kitchen because effectively my studio is in the dining room. So it's, yeah, so if you do see anyone sort of moving backwards or forwards sort of behind, that is my wife. Don't worry. Obviously just going to make herself a cup of tea. So yeah, so in regards to the up Series 23, that is where we stand. So there will be a backup playlist starting from today. So as I said, just like moments ago, if you don't have the Nissan Pulsar GTIR, and if you don't have the Peugeot 205 Rally from this current week, then you effectively got less than, well, you've got just over an hour. You've got sort of over an hour and a quarter, essentially, to grind the hell out of the game to get yourself the Pulsar and to get yourself the 205 Rally. But yeah, so that is it pretty much. So let's just have a look at some of the comments here. Yo, 100 subs today. 100 subs yesterday. Congrats. Thank you for that. Yes, that was a big surprise to me, because as I've commented on some of the comments over the videos like the past couple of days, it was surprising, because only like a month ago I was only on 48. So yeah, we're still a small channel, even at 122, I think it was the last time I saw it. That's still small numbers in regards to obviously the big ones up there. Jack Ultramotive, AR12 Gaming, Jake XVX, Eric Ship, PewDiePie. But yeah, so thank you to everyone who has subscribed so far, especially, whilst I'll try to bring you as much as I can in regards to the news in relation to the Series 23 update for the Forza game. Because without you guys obviously subbing, liking, commenting and stuff like that, I wouldn't have done this. I would have probably just done one update, and then, if it went completely upside down, I probably wouldn't have bothered anymore. So thank you for the support. Really appreciate it. You guys and girls as well. So yeah, that is pretty much it. But anyone who has just joined in to the stream, I'm just going to sort of recap for you guys. So I apologize to anyone who has been here from the beginning and you feel like I'm repeating myself. I do tend to do that. It's, I try to improve and try not to repeat myself, but that's just me. But yeah, if you have just joined, situation is this: Forza support has tweeted to say that the Series 23 update, they discovered an issue pretty much last minute as they were finishing it up, basically polishing up the Series 23 update, found an issue which has delayed them from releasing it. So when the season changes today, which it will do, so when it changes, it'll just be like any other sort of normal day, but instead of the new cars coming in because of no update, it will just result to a backup. So obviously rewards and stuff would just be credits or wheel spins, I would assume. So yeah, we won't get the cars. Hopefully we'll get some more news as the week progresses. Hopefully into next week as well, we'll get some update as to when the Series 23 update will be released. But by the looks of it, we may have a placement season for a month. So meaning we'll have a replacement summer, a replacement autumn, winter, spring. So yeah, just sit tight, guys. I know this is quite difficult, especially for myself who likes playing Forza a lot, and for you, for everyone out there that does like playing Forza, especially, maybe even the smaller YouTube channels that do some Forza content as well. I know it's going to be difficult over the next sort of few weeks, maybe. All we can do is just, sit tight and just be patient. It's going to be tough, but, times are tough at the moment with everything going on. So, yeah, I'm pretty sure our patience will be rewarded, when the update does finally drop. And once that does, I'll let you know when that comes. But yeah, any news for update 23? Yeah, Jedi. So obviously, I don't know whether you just heard me, but I did sort of just recap. So I'll just recap for you, jet lag. Basically, Series 23 isn't coming. If you don't have the Pulsar or the the 205 Rally, from spring, you've literally got you got just over an hour and a quarter to get the car. But as from 2:30 UK time, it will change. So we'll get a backup summer and then possibly backup autumn. So yeah, it looks like we'll have a whole backup 4-week season. Let's just have a look at some of the such as I noticed a disappointment. I do apologize if I butcher your name, Tianan. It is a disappointment, but yeah, unfortunately, it is what it is. But at least we know that the guys have worked. Well, the guys and girls that Forza have tried their best to obviously try and get the update ready in time, but unfortunately, they found an issue which they've obviously trying to sort out. I do congratulate them for trying their best to try and get it sorted out before today. Obviously, try and keep their record up at least of trying to knock out the season or knock out the updates every month. But it is what it is, and we just have to sit around a little bit longer. Just be patient. Let's have a look at some of the other comments here. Thunder Autos. It's been one hell of a time with the 200 super wheel spins and now this. Yes. So for any of those who weren't aware, seems only like yesterday, but I think it was a few days ago. It might have been a week ago or so. Forza obviously had a little bit of an issue where they granted quite a few players 200 free super wheel spins. I think that was via the message tab, where if you're sort of obviously a VIP member or one of those, you get like 2 free sort of super wheel spins each week, I believe it is. But obviously they had some sort of issue where a lot of people got 200, which they obviously did eventually rectify. So now, yeah, obviously with the fact that the situation that's going on, everything seemed like it was going to be going well, and then obviously they had postponed the live streams, postponed all their regular programming because of the ongoing civil unrest over in the States, and then to find that they had a small issue just as they were finishing up. So that's the last thing you want. You've got an update ready. It's good to go. I guess you're just about to, I don't know, click a button or something to get that update basically like sent out. And then obviously they find an issue and they weren't going to just say, well, we're not going to send it straight out. We'll get this issue fixed. Let's try and get it sorted out as quickly as we can, try and get it out in time. But unfortunately, they haven't. So it is a shame. But yeah, hopefully there'll be something at some point. Update release this week or next week. Right. So Jetlag has obviously just commented here. Update release this week or next week. They haven't said. Is the honest answer. Now, I know I think there's one person who commented on one of the videos yesterday, I believe it was, turning around and saying like, oh, make a video about the update, and we'll make a video about I don't know when the update's coming, great idea. That wasn't the case. I'm not going to name the person who commented because that was just stupid. But I'm not just doing these videos to say, look, I don't know when it's coming. I'm trying to keep you guys updated as to what's going on and as to, when it may be likely it'll come, but obviously to let you guys know what the situation is regarding, because I don't want people that do play the game, going on to the game today without any news and being, oh, today's the day we'll get some new cars. Today's the day we'll get update 23. And then they figure out, and then they find out the hard way, oh, hang on, there's nothing there. So this is just primarily to keep everyone in the loop, anyone who is watching, currently live, or anyone who does sort of play it back later on. I mean, if there's friends that play the game, that are big fans of the game, then if you know that they don't know that the update isn't coming today, then obviously let them know. let them know, get the message across, to those of your friends or your family members, in a safe manner that play the game, and say to them, look, I've heard that, this is guy on YouTube. He's done his research. He's looked it up. He's found out from Forza themselves via their support channel on Twitter that the update is not coming today. But yeah, if you don't have the cars that you can get this week, then you need to get them. Is simply the answer. You need to get. Let's just have a look at some of the others. Other comments here. Months ago, something had to happen. I think that devs need more appreciation. Legends. They do Thunder Autos. I do agree with that. As I said, they've definitely worked, their butts off essentially, trying to pull it as nice as I can. Obviously, working their butts off. Like I said, it's no fault of their own. Absolute no fault of their own. They're trying to do everything they can in a safe manner, because obviously all of us have to try and follow social distancing, apart from those that are going out protesting, obviously not just in the States, but obviously it turns out over in London as well. Protesting, as I say, I'm not going to be all sort of getting into the old politics side of it. Protesting, I can understand protesting, doing it peacefully, respectfully, especially trying to do the whole social distancing thing as well. But yeah, obviously people will more focus on one thing and forget about something else. But I'm not going to dive into it. But yeah, they do. All the, the guys over at Forza do deserve, some appreciation, because, like I said, they wanted to get update 23 out today. They wanted to get it. They wanted to keep the consistency, but unfortunately, as the update was, just being finalized, something popped up. I guess it's safe to say over the past, 7 odd weeks, not even 7 weeks, the past month in general, everything has just, everything has just gone from being cool, calm, collected, everyone doing as they're told, being respectful and all that. And obviously, in terms of, I guess, things in a technical sense, everything going fine, everything running smoothly. And then there's just one whole month where there's just chaos. Obviously, in regards to updates, in regards to live streams, in regards to just everything. So, yeah, I think update 23 will be labeled as the chaos update. That's probably the best way that's probably the best thing I'm going to call it, is the chaos update. Because, yeah, it's just been absolutely chaotic. Let's have a look, see what else there is. What cars do what? I guess we'll do that. Well, yeah, we'll change it over a bit, slightly now. So, because I like to know what cars you guys thought. Obviously, when I did my car clue update, if I remember off the top of my head, I guessed 2 different types of Celicas. No, sorry, 2 different types of Corollas. 2 different types of Corollas. 2 different types of the SR5, I believe. There was the Toyota Celica GT from the, obviously, one of the anagram ones, and then the ones I went for in terms of the MR2 clues, I went for the SC, the supercharged MR2, and I went for the, I think it was the G Limited. Didn't go for the GT. I didn't say the MR2 GT, but I went MR2 G Limited. Obviously, the anagram would probably go for the MR2 GT, but who knows? Yeah, wait and see. But yeah, in terms of the 7200, one of my guesses was the Corolla. But I think, if I remember, for the 7200 clue, my guess was the one that's been in Forza games before, which was the 74 Corolla SR5, and then the other one being like a more, I wouldn't say not up-to-date version of the Corolla SR5, but obviously, like a, what's the word? Later version of. Some, like, a version of the Corolla SR5 after 74, after that 74 version. Let's just have a look at something else. Chaos update. That's good. Yeah. As I said, with everything going on, it's probably the good nickname to give the update. You know, like Series 20. To be honest, if anyone from Forza is watching this, I would love for them to actually put in a tweet, like when Series 23 does come out, I would like for them to actually turn around and put, finally, here comes Series 23, aka the Chaos update. Because if that were the case, I'd be absolutely chuffed to bits with that, you know, because I've been like, okay, Chaos update. I coined the phrase, I didn't call it that, but that'd be brilliant. But yeah, because it's coming out in it's not coming out, but because of all the situation, Series 23, if it had come out today, would have been out with all this madness and chaos going on. So, I guess it's only fitting. So Thunder Rules again. This looks like a good start to a wonderful channel. Fantastic growth and great vids. Thank you, Thunder Waters. Thank you. I know I'm not the best when it comes to doing stuff directly to camera, especially when it's live. But yeah, hopefully, the more I do this, it's just practice. Practice makes perfect. The more I practice, the more I do it, then hopefully in future videos, it'll be a lot more smoother. It'll be a lot more, I won't feel so nervous, essentially. But yeah, I mean, as I said, within the month, to go from 48 to, as I said, like around 122 the last time I checked, is incredible for me, especially with the fact that I've had to try and juggle, actually working, actually sort of going out to work as well as doing YouTube. Because as for those who don't know, I don't make any money off this. Any, videos I do, they don't get the views that they need, obviously, to start generating funds. The channel's not at that stage where, I can make money from it. So, I have to find a way to obviously provide funds to upgrade everything. Because this microphone here, I've only had it around, I think it's about a week, couple of weeks. YouTube didn't, money from the videos that I do on YouTube didn't pay for this. I had to effectively save up for it, especially with all the stuff that's going on. But yeah, as I said, like even past videos, like if you see any videos that involve me doing a piece to camera, they were using an old smartphone, but now I'm actually using a proper webcam. So it's definitely slowly upgrading, but we'll get there eventually. But as I said, we're at 122 subs. I said last time I checked. If we can get up to 1,000, better. If we can add an extra 0 to that, well, not even extra 0, add a few more zeros so we can get the 100K, and then I would be absolutely chuffed to bits. So yeah, let's have a look at some more comments here. Screen updates. Yeah, more like into the game and give fans of many different types of car copies their own update. Yeah, so I do apologize. I'm not directly ignoring the. I'm going now. I don't mean to sound like I'm offending, but Furkan and Erriman, I think that is, was not Erriman, sorry, Furkan. I believe I might be wrong because my knowledge of foreign languages isn't that good, but I believe he's typing in German, and the only thing is I don't know German. I do not know German, so I don't understand any of that. If anyone's able to translate, that'd be brilliant. But yeah, let's have a yeah, there's one comment here from Erriman. You deserve much more subs. You're so underrated. I wouldn't classify myself as underrated, really. But yeah, I mean, as a YouTuber, it is difficult to try and do something original, because anything you can come up with, you're sort of looking past, and it may have been done before. I mean, there's a load of Forza YouTubers out there that may do like 7 secrets and glitches that are in the game that you may not know. There's obviously other Forza YouTubers that have the PC spec who are able to access like the mods section to obviously up the gravity, or completely break the game by giving a car like 1 million horsepower or something like that. Obviously, I don't have any of that, but I do try my best to obviously provide people with some form of Forza content, because it definitely seems to be big, and it seems to be what's growing the channel. So, I try to, do something, whether it be car clue videos, whether it be something like this, whether it be, giving some news to you guys live in regards to where an update may be coming. It's just really, really difficult to try and find that niche, because obviously with everything there is a niche in the market to try and figure out where, you need to, what's the word? You need to try and sort of find something that you can do that's original, so that people are like, oh, this is about a game I like, but this is different to what other people do. Because it can get a bit boring when people, will sort of do one thing, and then maybe another YouTuber does not identical what it is, but it's similar to what it is. And then you think, oh, hang on, this is similar to what they do. So I try to obviously do something, different, but it can be difficult to do. But yeah, I agree with Furkan there, where he says every YouTuber starts small. And obviously commented underneath, yes, it's German. So I was correct. So I was correct that it's German, but yeah, I do I do not speak German. Well, I can say a couple of words, but I can't string a sentence together, essentially. But yeah, cough, Eric Ship report, cough. I'm actually subscribed to Eric Ship. I mean, I do like some of his stuff to do, especially glitches or bugs that you may have not realised. I'll tell you one. I don't know if anyone has noticed it, but I noticed it literally earlier, just before I came live, because I was playing the game earlier. I was driving I believe it's the Chevrolet Chevelle. I can't remember which spec it is, or what year it is, but it was a Chevrolet Chevelle, and I was in the cockpit view. I was driving with the cockpit camera on, and I noticed something that if you only gently throttle on the car, on the hood, there's a little, and it's by the windshield. It's on the hood up near to the windshield. There's a little area on there when, if you go at low throttle, nothing happens. But then if you go flat out, when the revs get up higher, there's this like little vent that opens up. I don't know if anyone's noticed it, but yeah, check it out. It's one of the Chevrolet Chevelles, and I'm sure someone will comment on which one that is. But yeah, there's like a little vent on the hood of one of the cars. So if you take it out, go into cockpit camera, and yeah, you just floor it, you'll notice it. Even when you down change, there's like a little vent on the hood that pops up, and then it obviously sort of closes down when the revs fall down. So yeah, but that's going slightly off topic, because again, this was about the latest update. But it's nice to chat with you guys, and sort of hear what your thoughts are in regards to obviously update 23 effectively being cancelled, because that's essentially what's happened. It's been cancelled until further notice. But like I said in previous videos, and probably said millions of times in regards to this live stream, I will try and keep you guys updated. In the background, haha, yes. So that is my wife there. That's my wife there. It's
fun watching your ego inflate faster than a bouncy castle.
Ego inflate faster than a bouncy castle. That's brilliant. But yeah, so in case anyone does want to know, my wife is also a YouTuber as well. Obviously, a small YouTuber start out. She has a YouTube channel called Create with Rachel. So if anyone is interested in, art or music and stuff like that, then definitely head over to her channel, and she will, sort of basically do videos on, basic drawings and stuff. So if you're, if you're like me and you can't draw to save your life, and then obviously, she does sort of basics on drawing and stuff like that. She, as I say, she does music as well, because she can play guitar much better than I can. And yeah, so, if you want something different, head over to her channel. Definitely head over to her channel. Yeah, yeah, definitely nicking them. But yeah, so as I said, I mean, my channel, as I said, when I first started it, was pretty much a bit of everything. Was random videos, as you've seen on there. There's cycle trip video. There's me building a basic solar system model together, and obviously I've got the Forza videos, which are obviously the big sub earners essentially. But yeah, so I tried to do a bit of everything. If there are any other videos people want to see, and whether it just be a random blog video, anything, then yeah, just let me know. And like I said, if there's any other games that you want me to sort of do like gameplay vids on, whether it be any sort of the Forza Motorsport titles that can get on the Xbox One, or if there's like a Formula One game, F1 2019, F1 2020, once that gets released in June, no, not June, sorry, in July, and yeah, or as I say, any other type of sort of car game related content. If you want to see that on the channel, then obviously comment, and I will be sure to look. As some of you know, I am quite active on the channel. I do sort of respond to comments as and when I can. So let's just have one last quick look at the comments, or the live chat anyway. Live chat comments. I think you'll grow up fast because you earned 30 or 40 subs in 1 to 2 days. So just keep it up and you should grow fast. Thank you, Pontiac. Yeah, hopefully that'll be the case. I mean, I know, as I said, videos and live streams have been sort of quite frequent over the past few days due to what's been happening, and I wanted to try and keep you guys updated as much as possible. But yeah, I will let you guys into some other news. Obviously, this isn't directly regarding Update 23, but I'll let you guys into some news. As I mentioned, obviously, I do this in my spare time, because I don't earn any money from it, so I have to actually go out and work. Now, I've been furloughed for 7 weeks. So obviously, for those who don't live in the UK, furlough system, effectively, I was temporarily laid off work for 7 weeks. I didn't have the virus. I was just laid off because the company couldn't support me working there during the difficult circumstances. However, I had a call from my manager yesterday saying that they're going to lift that. So I will be obviously returning to my normal everyday job. However, that, if anyone can hear that, that's an ice cream van. Yeah, the things that can happen when you go live. However, as I said, because I'll be returning to work as of next week, I will try and keep updates and videos as frequent as I can. And I'll obviously have to get into a routine now where I'll try and get him into, well, sort of fit him in around work. So we will try and, yeah, figure something out and try and find a happy balance between the two. But yeah, as I said, do thank you a lot for the support. And speaking of Create with Rachel, my wife, she has actually just joined the live chat and just see the first comment. She put, "Ha ha ha! This is fun. Love you too." But yeah, so obviously that's the person that you were seeing in the background is my wife Rachel. I say she has the Create with Rachel YouTube channel. So if anyone wants to go and support her, please do, because that'll be, I'm sure she'll be appreciative of that, especially if you want to know about music and art, because she's well versed in all that. And yeah, I will leave it there. So thank you for watching. I know we got slightly off topic at the end there, but we have sort of covered the basics. If, like I said, if Forza official Twitter page, if Playground Games' official Twitter page, or even if just the Forza Support official Twitter page, as soon as there's any more news in regards to the Series 23, as in when they're actually going to announce the release of it and whatever situations may unfold, I will obviously do my best to keep you guys updated as soon as I can. So again, I do thank you for your support. If you are a subscriber, thank you. very much for the support and the likes and just the appreciation in general. I'm not trying to sound like a suck up, but from the bottom of my heart, I do thank you a lot, because I never thought I'd have 122 subscribers by, well, June, in like a space of a month. So thank you. If you are new around here, obviously, you know the drill. Hit the subscribe button. Like this video if you did find it helpful, even though it did go slightly off topic sort of towards the end. Hit notifications so you can keep up to date when new videos come out. And like I said, if you know of any friends that are unaware of what's happening with the update, then obviously share this video with them. Share it over on Twitter, share it over on Facebook, share it over whichever media platform you use. It's by me. I mean, even if it gets up by word of mouth, if you just say, oh, I saw this YouTuber, he was doing updates, trying to keep people in the loop of what's happening, I'll be forever grateful. So yeah, I'm going to end it there. So thank you very much for watching, guys, and we will see you sometime soon. Take care.